pulling those handles between belly button and sternum. The reverse, arms lead forward, chest leads to the knees, and legs come back to start. We're going to warm up for about another 40 seconds, and then we are taking it down to the floor with these. Friends, do me a favor, look at that card in front of you. That is your roadmap for today. I will be checking in with you, but that is everything you are doing. You're going to read that card starting that first square from top to bottom, and then left to right. You are going to start with a quarter-mile run, followed by a 10-stroke row. You are going to count out 10 strokes, giving as much force as you can to get as much distance as you can. You want to try to get those heart rates up in the orange zone or close to it during that row. As you progress through the block, you're going to notice distances decreasing on the treads, but stroke count increasing on the rower. We'll talk about that more as we roll, but first thing to note, you're going to do a quarter-mile run. Power walkers, you'll go for 0.13 miles at 5% or greater. Rowers, rack up those handles, do a quick wipe down, and bring yourself down to the floor. Yeah, let's go ahead and rack it up, routine. We are done on those rowers. We're making our way down to the floor at this point in time. These first two movements, y'all, that we are doing, these are going to be the big focus for today. Today is about pressing, hence we have the chest press, and squatting, hence we have our sumo goblet squat. We are going to start off with light weights. The goal is that you should be able to pick a weight that allows you to maintain 20 reps. Probably going to be sitting somewhere maybe between that 15 to 25 pound range on the squat, maybe somewhere between 10 to 20 on the chest press. Find what works for you, but be mindful because we will be using that later on. For your chest press, we're going to go feet flat to the ground, back flat to the bench, arms are extended above the chest to begin, palms are rotated out away from you. You're going to go ahead and bring those arms down to 90 degrees. 2, 3 counts down, 1, 2 counts up. Always keep those weights hovering above the chest, never needing to go any lower than 90 degrees with those weights. We're going to keep the arms out wide as we do so. We're going to follow that up with our sumo goblet squat. This should be a heavier weight than your chest press. You're going to hug that weight to the chest. We're going to give ourselves a wide base. Feet should be outside the hips. Toes are pointed out away from the midline of your body. We're going to come down. 1, 2, 3 counts, sitting our butt over our heels, and then driving your feet into the ground to explode up. You can always go ahead and remove the weight as an option. We can go ahead and narrow that stance into a standard squat as well. You're going to finish with low side planks for the remainder of time once you do that one round. We're down on the elbows. We're going to keep the hips low, glutes should be tight. We're going to rotate onto our heels. Open your arm up to the ceiling as you put your weight into your elbow, and then we're going to come back down to our forearm and alternate. Option, drop the knee, opposite your opening arm down to the ground for some added stability. That is your block. Let's go ahead and grab what we need. That's weights. Maybe turn to your neighbor and say, let's go, and let's get started. Trent, we're getting ready to take off. Do me a favor, to do yourself a favor. Hit clear screen on my count to accurately track your distance. We're going for a quarter-mile run. Power walkers 0.13 at 5% or greater. In 3, 2, 1. Clear out those screens. You are on the clock, Trent. Trying to get as much of this block done as we can in 23 minutes of time. As you're moving through, I'm going to continue to break down how we're rolling through this block. There's a lot going on there. Right now, you're working on part 1, which is your quarter-mile push. Power walkers, you're going for 0.13 miles. You're going to follow that up with a 10-stroke push row. We're going to be explosive with each stroke we take. And we're going to pay attention to how far you get with those 10 strokes. You are doing 2 rounds of every part. So once you finish that 10-stroke row, you got to go for another quarter-mile run and another 10 strokes before you move on to part 2. As always, when we have days like this following cards, if there's any confusion, please throw up a hand, grab me if I'm not readily available. I'm happy to break it down one-on-one for you. Okay, take your time, wait for it. We don't want to drop the leg as hot on those squats. 1, 2, 3 counts down. 1, 2, 3 counts down. Slower is always better. There you go, Peter. We got 1 more minute on the block, wait for it. More seconds, Steve. Have those 10 strokes routine, see how far you get. And try to memorize that number, because when you come back to that rower, you're going to try and match or beat that. Wait for it. Shut it down. 3, 2, 1. Shut it down. Wait for it. All right, taking a look at our first block is going to be the big focus today. We're going to do only the one exercise in this block, the chest press. But notice, you're going to have 2.5 minutes to complete as many reps as you can with a heavy weight. This heavy weight should be at least 10 pounds heavier than what you just did in block 1. You're going to go for AMRAPs, point of failure. We're going to go ahead and stop when we feel like we have failed, when you can't go for another rep. You'll give yourself maybe a 20-second rest and then see, hey, can you go for another set? You will get 1 minute to rest before we lighten up the weight and do it all over again. Again, exercise we have already done. Let's go ahead and grab those weights and get in position. 2.5 minutes, as many reps as you can with a heavy weight. You have 30 more seconds to get set up for it. If you want an early start, who am I to stop you? 30 more seconds and we're taking off. Make sure to count your reps, because we are going to go ahead and try and see if we can do more as we lighten up the weight. Here we go, with human hands, back down to the bench. Chest presses, 2.5 minutes, complete as many reps as possible. In 3, 2, 1. Let's get it, wait for it, 2.5 minutes. When you do feel the need to rest, wait for it. Try to limit yourself to only 20 seconds before you jump back in. Alright, if checking press, we should still be working on part 1, your second time through. You should still be going for a quarter mile. You still have 10 strokes to row. Once you finish those 10 strokes, you're going to move on to part 2 on your card. The tread distance will get less, the row distance will get more as we progress through the walk. 20-second rest, and then jump back in, y'all. Don't break up your rep count. Pick up where you left off, continue counting. We're seeing how many reps in total can we get in 2.5 minutes. 90 seconds to go, wait for it. starts to get a little shaky. That's what we're going for. Sitting on me already here? Got 30 more seconds, wait for you. We'll get a full minute of rest before we light out the weight. And you got a goal in your back of that rower, y'all. However far you got with those last 10 strokes, you're trying to keep you taking as far or farther. All right, wait for it. Take that rest in 3, 2, 1. 1 minute to rest. Wait for it. You're gonna do the same exercise, another 2.5 minutes, but you now get to lighten up the weights. If you weigh about 10 pounds heavier, we're gonna go about 10 pounds lighter for that second set. Your goal is trying to see if you get as many or more reps than you got with your heavy weights. You should be in part 2 now at this point in time, friends. That for the joggers and runners means we're looking at a 0.2 mile run, push the all out. That means increased intensity from that first time. Dancing doesn't count, April, if you're not picking up your speed. You're going to go ahead as a power walker, go for 0.1 mile at 6 to 10% on your incline. You're going to increase your strokes to 15 on the rower. All right, wait for it. Here we go. Chest press, 2.5 minutes. As many reps as you can. Lighter weight. 3, 2, 1. 2.5 minutes. Match or beat that rep count from that previous set. Don't ignore what that card says, friends. Push the all-out intensity. This means whatever pace you're choosing, you should feel right on the cusp of an all-out. This should feel more intense than your previous effort. Less distance, we're going for more speed. In the case of power walkers, more incline. Seconds to go, wait for it. I'll give you a heads up. Next block, we're going to be doing the same thing with our sumo squats. Go ahead and keep your excitement to yourself, Peter. There you go, Michelle. Swing those arms. You're climbing those hills, y'all. It's the chin. Keeping those elbows in tight. Using those shoulders to build momentum to help get up that hill. 30 more seconds. Wait for it. Come on, you push it, wait for it. You only got 10 seconds. Push through, push through. Shut it down, wait for it. 3, 2, 1. Shut it down, wait for it. All right, team, we got 1 minute to catch a breather. We're definitely going to be switching out some weights. You're doing lower body over upper body. Lower body, that's almost always going to be heavier than what you're doing for your upper body work. So we're going to go, once again, heavy set first. As many reps as you can. Literally the same thing we did in the last block, just with our sumo goblet squats. Reminder, wide base, toes pointed out. We're trying to target more the inside of the legs and accentuate that stretch in the glutes with these guys. Go ahead and find your weight. We're taking off here in about 20 seconds. Heavy first, heavy first. Try to go about 10 pounds heavier than what you did in that very first block. All right, wait for it. Here we go. 2.5 minutes. Heavy weight, as many reps as you can. 3, 2, 1. And reps. Down and out.
When the call came down the line, up to the platform of surrender, I was brought, but I was kind. And sometimes I get nervous when I see an open door. Close your eyes, clear your heart.
And in, y'all, we've got 90 to go still. Take that 20-second rest. No more, no less. Great tempo, Tracy. Excellent. Slower is always better, y'all. Always going to be better to go slower. Spend more time loading the muscles. That means less reps, but more tension, and we're all for it. More seconds, wait for it. Here's checking in trends. I know some of us are either already there or getting there. Part 3, you're now looking straight up at an all out. You're going for a big sprint, 0.15 miles, all out pace. You're going to get very uncomfortable. As a power walker, it's 0.08 at 10% or higher. That's part 3. All right, wait for it. Take a breather in 3, 2, 1. Take a break, 1 minute. We're going to be moving into our lighter weight. Reminder, lighter by only maybe about 10 pounds. So we're going to go lighter, and we're going to continue and see if you can match your beat. More seconds, wait for it. You don't like standing around, do some jumping jacks. I thought Peter was going to do it for a second there. Now let's get those weights in hand, wait for it. 2.5 minutes, many reps you can, a little bit lighter weight, but not a whole lot lighter. Let's see how close we can get to matching our beat in 3, 2, 1. 2.5 minutes, let's get it. Joggers, runners, we're really aiming for that orange zone this time. We're going for those all-outs, pushing ourselves to our limits. It's not empty the tank yet. You got one more all-out effort. We'll be dropping down to 0.1, but it is still an all-out, nevertheless. You're following up that 0.15 miles. Power walkers, you're 0.08. With each 1-piece stroke row. This is where we're going to actually want to try to maybe reduce our intensity on our drives to be able to sustain that longer row. A little over a way through. One minute, wait for it. Wait for it, trying to push through that last 30. Even if you gotta maybe just hold it at the bottom, go ahead and try to keep working for this final 30, team. Can't sustain your weight any longer, get rid of it, go body weight. The last 50 seconds, let's stay moving all the way through. All right, wait for it, we're shutting it down. 3, 2, 1, take a breather, y'all. This is a good time, maybe we can turn our neighbors. Doing a great job they're doing. It's a great example of you don't have to do a lot to feel challenged, y'all. There's not a lot of movements today, but a lot of reps will make up for that. We're gonna do some core work here to finish out, y'all. We're gonna do a bicycle crunch, followed by an anchor exercise, my choosing. We'll go over that in a moment. Then a bridge, then you're gonna repeat that same exercise I'm choosing for you. For the bicycle crunches, back to the ground, shoulders lifted, heels elevated, hands are cupped lightly behind the ears. One knee comes in, you're gonna twist the same side shoulder down to the floor as we bring the opposite shoulder up. This is not a movement that has to be speedy. We're twisting, releasing, and alternating. You can take your time with those 12 reps. Option, we'll do a crunch with rotation instead, keep those feet glued. For your anchor movement, we're gonna go ahead and do leg raises. Think of this kind of like an active recovery core movement. You're gonna lift the legs right up above the hips. We basically become a 90-degree angle, an L if you will. Nice, slow the way down. You can always sub that out for knee tucks instead. For our bridge, feet are flat to the ground, we're thrusting to the ceiling, squeezing those glutes. So control on the way back down. And then we'll repeat the leg raises. Let's get in position and get started, y'all. You are on the block. Last 4.5 minutes on the block. Let's go.